What was your inspiration behind starting TornMitchell.com?
Well, let me start here. I'm not gonna lie and say that I've always known that I wanted to be an event planner. I want to be realistic, but I've always known that I wanted to be a creative in whatever capacity that was. I was an only child for 12 years to a single mother who worked two jobs. So I had to find things to entertain myself. And I really would say that my imagination saved my life. Like in my darkest moments, I would turn to art, I would write, I would make houses out of shoe boxes and all kind of crazy things creatively. And that would really pull me out of that dark space of, not really having my father in my life. And I usually don't share that a lot with people, but I really feel that shaped my creative and my imagination, because when he wasn't there, my imagination was. TornMitchell.com is authentically who I am. I'm a creative director, I'm an artist, I'm a stylist, I'm an event planner, designer, all of that. Like, there's not one thing that Torn Mitchell does. There's a plethora of things. Through this company, I'm able to showcase all of my abilities that I've kind of put on the back burner because I didn't think I would be successful or think I would make money off of it or people would like it. I just really put it out there as something that, hey, this is me, and take it for what it is and take me for who I am. And through TornMitchell.com, I want my creative to shine. So TornMitchell.com, or the Torn Mitchell brand, I do events, but I specialize in dinner parties. And I like to say that I don't do events, I give experiences, because I feel like experiences, events, you go to an event and you go home. But an experience, you take a piece of that with you back. You take those memories and all of that, you take that with you. So that's what I try to give with whatever I give. I try to give an experience. And so I give dinner parties, that's my niche, because I ultimately want to have my own restaurant. And I figured if I give people these bomb experiences, these bomb dinner parties, I infuse great food with great music and ambiance, then they will have that in their mind. So when I open the doors to my restaurant, they will already have the Torn Mitchell brand right here. They will know what it is, and they gonna line up. Line gonna be down the street because they already know what Torn is giving. I give dinner parties, a restaurant, I want my own home goods line. I'm big on vibes. I love candles and sage and all of that. So, if I could come up with my own line of sage and whatever, that's what I'm gonna do. I want Torn to be pouring out of this. Like, I want you, when you see this, you see me. So that's my ventures that I want. I want my events, I want my restaurant, and I want my home goods. It's a whole package, the TornMitchell.com brand. I want people to view my brand as an outlet. When I have consultations with my clients, I want them to be as free and uncensored as possible. Like, I want you to come to me when you are ready to be free. Because in a sense, this was my outlet to finally, let something out that I've been holding so dearly, that I was so self-conscious about, and really be free and express myself. So I want my clients to come to me with an open heart, open mind, and ready for an experience of a lifetime. It's always about my client. Like, when I have my consultations, I somewhat conform. I stick with my brand, but I conform to their needs and what they like. I kind of become them in a sense. And it's like my main goal is to make sure that they are happy, and that I'm not only representing myself as a brand, but I'm fulfilling their vision as well. And when they come in on the day of the event and their eyes light up and they're crying, or they hug me, that is the most fulfilling. I tell people all the time, like, do what makes you happy. Don't do it for the money. The money will come, but do it because it truly makes you happy. And what truly makes me happy is when a client says thank you, or I never thought it could be like this, or that's when I know my job is done and mission is accomplished. Lord have mercy. This journey, it's been a lot of trial and error, I will say. Like I said, I didn't have no clue what the hell I wanted to do. And that's just being real and candid. Like, I went to college for marketing. I'm like, okay, marketing, I can make some money in that, whatever. But like I said, I've always been a creative. So like, that's what I've always wanted to do, but I put it on the back because I'm like, how can I make money? How will my family approve of me wanting to be a stylist or a fashion designer? They're not gonna go for that. So let me go to school for marketing and, kind of pacify them. But, I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't fulfilled. Well, when I was in college, I was a general manager of Little Caesars Pizza. At 19, I was doing that, making money, had benefits at 19, trying to juggle college, and I'm going to school for marketing. And mind you, I'm a creative. I love the arts and things, and I'm in marketing and I'm slinging pizzas. So I wasn't happy per se, but I was making it. Once I got out of college, then I really felt like, okay, it's time to spread your wings. I finally came out to my mom, so that was my first step in liberating myself, if you want to say that. And then I was like, let me go the fashion route. I've always wanted to do fashion. I want to go to fashion school and do that. So I applied to SCAD and sent my portfolio and all of that, and I didn't get in. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I love to write. Let me write. So I found a local magazine, Control Magazine. I wrote for Julian Lark for a few. I got a lot of connections there in the entertainment industry, met a lot of people. But I realized that, that wasn't my thing. And I hit rock bottom, where I lost my job and everything. I was just lost, okay? I had to move back with my mom. It was horrible. And I remember, she worked downtown and we lived all the way in the country. And I was like, you know what? Every day, I'm going to ride with my mom to work. I'm going to get on this MARTA. I hate the MARTA. But I'm going to get on this MARTA and I'm going to look for a job. Because I don't want to live with my mom. I want to get back out and just be free. I will never forget. I was heading to a serving job, and this was the first serving job ever. And this particular day, I was feeling so down, like so down and out. And I was sitting there waiting on the bus. It was hot. It was summertime. I was in a button up and tie, just miserable, okay? And I look over and it's this homeless guy. He walks over and he sits next to me. And this man looks like he is just having the best day of his life. Mind you, he is homeless, ain't got nowhere to live, nowhere to live, and he is just having the best day of his life. And he asked me how I was. I'm like, I'm okay. He was like, man, I'm just thankful to be alive, to be here. And right in that moment, like, I knew that there was a higher power. I knew God was speaking to me then. He was, and he was just so happy and so content, you know, in his place, in his life. And I'm sitting here all down and out because I can't find a job, or I'm living with my mom, got food to eat, you know, it's someone, I always tell people, it's someone out there always worse off than you. But anyway, so he told me that, and it really spoke and resonated with me. And I turned away because my bus was coming, and I turned back, and the man was gone, not even an eye shot. Like, I didn't know where, like, disappeared. And I promise you, that was an angel, that was God that stepped into my life and was like, Torrin, appreciate now, do what makes you happy, live in today. And that was my turning point. I went to this serving job interview and I landed it. I had no experience at all, and the guy was just like, you know what, you don't have experience, but we're gonna go with you. And from then on, like, the hospitality industry, serving industry has been my thing. And through that, I got other serving gigs and I started experimenting, and like I said, I'm the creative, and I started doing events for jobs, and I realized that when something comes so natural to you, that's when you're in your purpose. And events come so naturally to me, and I know that's what I'm meant to do. Like, that's my purpose. Like, and now I'm working for, I would have never thought in a million years that I would be working for Todd Tucker and Candy Burrs Tucker. Like, they have changed my whole life, and I am so thankful to them for giving me the opportunity. Like, they trust and believe in my vision when I didn't even trust in myself. You know, whenever I doubt myself, I look back at events that I've done and I'm reassured, and they constantly reassure me, and they challenge me, and they push me to be better. And when I mentioned that I was coming out with my own company, they're so supportive of Torrin Mitchell. They're so supportive of TorrinMitchell.com, the brand, and I'm just thankful. And that's my journey, and it ain't over. It's not over. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not making the bucks that I want to make, but I will say that I'm happy. I'm happy, and I'm in my purpose. All right, visit us at www.torrinmitchell.com. Also on Instagram, follow me at torrin.mitchell, or you can follow my personal page, You See Me 89. That's the letter U, the letter C, me 89. Torrin Mitchell, the brand, is sophisticated. Torrin Mitchell, the brand, is confident. Torrin Mitchell, the brand, is $1 million company, multi-million dollar company. And I'm gonna speak that. I don't know if that's a word, but that's what it is.